Scanning for audio.
Afternoon. Today I'm going to be discussing the Paternoster Gang, Rogues Gallery 1. I am over the moon that the Paternoster Gang have come back. I absolutely love them on TV. They were the highlight of the Smith Doctor, and you know, the coffin is spit during the Capaldi era. But I absolutely loved the Big Finish versions of them, the development, the characterization, and I was so sad that this series finished and just went away. It was as if they'd just finished what they were doing and they went, no, we're done now, that's enough. So I only discovered that they were coming back weeks ago. It was almost just a massive surprise. It made me so very happy. There was the whole Strax and Paternoster thing on the Planet 50 Time Lord thing, which was great, it was fun, but I like them when they're on their own. I like them when they're solving stuff. And that's why I particularly like episode 2 of this, let's call it the first of a new series. Rogues Gallery is the overall arcing thing. So this is Rogues Gallery 1. As always, let's go with a synopsis. Victorian England is the home to the great detective Madame Vastra, her resourceful spouse Jenny Flint, and her loyal valet Strax. Solving conundrums, fighting injustice, and capturing criminals are all in a day's work for the gang. I don't know why they're called gang, that's the thing that annoys me. But the most dangerous threat is one that takes up residence undetected. There are trespassers in London, and they are coming to Paternoster Row. And can I just say, on the front of the box, you've got Paul McGann. You have Paul McGann. That's Paul McGann. 3 stories. I was hoping for 4, especially when it reached the end of the 3rd story, where I went, I wanted to know what happened next. That's called, and it's a technical term, a cliffhanger. And as there are at least 3 more box sets to make up this set, that's fine. Again, I didn't really realise that because I tend not to look at forthcoming projects. Okay, so you've got The Ghost and the Potato Man by Barnaby K, The Symmetry of Death by Dan Starkey, and Till Death Do Us Part. All 3 very strong contenders. Very genuinely good. The Ghost and the Potato Man by Barnaby K. When a criminal gang pulls off a series of implausible heists, Inspector Cotton calls up on the talents of the great detective to crack the case. Tipped off by Ellie Higson, I know, Ellie, the Paternoster Gang uncover a link to a baffling music hall act. While Jenny and Vastra chase down leads in a dangerous London underground, Strax finds a career on the stage's beckoning. The Paternoster Gang can be hilarious, and they can be touching and moving and all of the things that you expect from great drama. They're definitely based in the Doctor Who universe, and I love it. I love the whole Victorian thing. I mean, let's face it, Doctor Who kind of works really well with a Victorian setting at the best of times anyway. But here you've got Barnaby K. It's been a bit of a Barnaby K-tastic few weeks with the whole Lovecraft investigation things, but this one is written by him. I love that Ellie's turned up here. She's the recurring character who, I'm not going to tell you spoilers, was in a lot of Jago and Lightfoot, and everyone loved a bit of Jago and Lightfoot, let's face it. There are ghosts in this. The Potato Man is, of course, Strax. Strax doing Polari is one of my all-time favourite things. It's as if they made a list of things I like and just went, yep, we'll have that, and we'll have that, and we'll have that, and we'll just write a gorgeous story. I now want the guy from Soho Torchwood to meet Strax, and for them both to speak Polari, and that'll do me. I don't care about anything else. Actually, that would be terrible, but it would be brilliant for about 5 minutes. Strax on stage doing an act, excellent. I just love all of it. And then we get the second story, which is a proper out-and-out detective thing. Symmetry of Death by Dan Starkey. The cases are mounting at Paternoster Gang. Should be for the Paternoster Row, but anyway. These mysteries call for an immediate attention, a murder, a locked room conundrum, and some acts of random vandalism. But is there a connection? Yes, there is. As Jenny goes undercover and Strax stakes out all of the suspects, Vastra finds an echo of a distant past which could be the key to the solution. This one would work on TV so well. All of the characters are well serviced, all of the backgrounds are gone into, everything, no one's left unconnected. It feels like a proper Sherlock Holmes story, but obviously with the whole Vastra connection-y thing, just works. I don't want to give spoilers. I'd love to be able to go down the pub with you after you'd listened to this, or just have a quick chat and go, did you like the bit where this happened, or what do you think of that character, or whatever. I want to do that, but these are reviews. These aren't me ranting about stuff. These aren't me going, oh, what do you think of this? No, this is me saying that this box set is great, and it's so welcome to have them back. Because I don't want to spoil it for you. Because then you've got Till Death Do Us Part by Lisa McMullen, and this is something I wanted all along. Seriously. Jenny has decided she wants a wedding, a real wedding with Vastra, before their family and friends, but viewing a dress leads to misunderstandings and confusions becoming ever more serious. The owner of the dress claims to have been jilted years before by a man both familiar and unfamiliar, the Doctor. Wait till you find out the person's name. As tempers flare, alien forces are at work, and what's more, there could be a trespasser in Paternoster Row. Paul McGann's turn in this is weird. It's not quite what you expect. He's definitely playing the Doctor, but there's stuff going on that only really sorts itself out in any level towards the end. You are left confused in that Hitchcock kind of it's best to confuse the audience kind of a way. And that keeps you going. It keeps your interest going, and that's not to be sniffed at. Genuinely well put together and excellently performed. It's good to have them back. Here's the trailer. Decide for yourself, as always. And until next time, be seeing you.
What's that? Jenny? Still upstairs in the club, I see. Everything all right? I said everything all right.
I'm being attacked.
You're breathing attack, what?
The Worlds of Doctor Who, the Paternoster Gang, Trespassers 1.
I really want a wedding. I want to stand up in front of all of our friends and say, I love you.
Good evening, Madam Vastra. Jenny.
Hello, Ellie.
Miss Faversham.
We could ask the Doctor to marry us. Please, Vastra. You've already got the veil.
I vowed I would wear this dress until the day I died, as a constant reminder of the fickle nature of love.
Did you miss me?
John. My John. You are returned to me.
I am a man of my word, dear friends, and so it is my solemn duty to unveil to you the ghost. We're experiencing some unexpected arrivals and some rather sudden departures.
Do something, Strax!
Immobilization grenade. Take care to stay out of the blast radius, madam.
You must be Vastra and Jenny. Have we met yet? I do lose track sometimes.
1,000, 2,000. Ah!
Well done, Strax. Strax?
I think I may have been inside the blast radius.
Bigfinish, for the love of stories.
She's heading back to Warwick Lane. This way.
Once I get going, it's difficult to change direction.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Everything discussed is the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. For early access to reviews, follow the show on YouTube or Twitter @Tin Dog Podcast. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.